How can I improve my English? What is the most effective method to develop my skills? One of the best methods to improve your speaking and listening skills is listening and repeating after the speaker, if you don't have an opportunity to talk to natives, of course. Let me show you how you should do it. Firstly, let's listen to a short audio and then I'll tell you how you do it.
Right, so basically, just imagine you're walking down the road and a CCTV camera, takes your picture, yeah?
Right, so basically you are walking down the road and a CCTV camera takes your picture, yeah? I've just repeated everything that the speaker said and I changed nothing. And that's the whole method. Very simple yet effective. However, when it becomes very easy for you, you may start paraphrasing the speech and retell it in your own words. For example, let's listen and practice.
And then a computer program can then find your name, all your personal information, based on recognizing your face.
Then, some people can access to your personal information and find your name via computer based on face recognition technology. As you noticed, I said can access to your personal information instead of find personal information, as they say it in audio. And I also paraphrased recognizing your face to face recognition technology. Finally, I changed the whole sentence structure. So why this method is so effective? Because by listening to native speakers, you acquire authentic language. You considerably develop your pronunciation, start using correct intonation, and you finally can change your accent. Accent changing may take more time than other aspects, but it's still possible. Now, before I explain you something, I want you to listen to one more audio. Let's start.
They captured his image and all the people who did it were arrested.
As you noticed, he doesn't say all the people who did it were arrested. He uses linking in his speech, and it sounds all the people who did it were arrested. He links the people and it sounds the people. Instead of saying who did it, he says who did it. He also links were arrested and it sounds like were arrested. Sure, it's hard to understand linking at the beginning, but after practicing for some amount of time, you will get used to that kind of speech and will speak in such a way yourself. Linking is absolutely crucial if you want to speak naturally and sound like a native speaker. For example, I'm going to meet you. Nobody speaks like that. We say, I'm gonna meet you. Do you hear it? Gonna meet you. Sounds like one long word, although it's not. I've already made a video about linking, so I'm not gonna give you a lot of information, but if you are interested in it, the link is here and in the description, so you can watch it after watching this video. Now, let's take a quick test. Can you read this sentence using linking? If you said, is it busy? Then bravo! You used linking correctly. Or this sentence. You should link father and I and some apples. So it should sound like my father and I bought some apples. By the way, guys, if you like this video, then like it and subscribe to my channel. And let's continue. Also, homophones may confuse you. For example, here or here. Flower or flower. So, unfortunately, the only way to understand which one is used is understanding the context. Obviously, if your girlfriend says, I thought you would give me flowers, she doesn't mean this flower, she means this flower. The next very important thing is using right phrases in your speech. For example, I left my glasses at home or I forgot my glasses at home. Although most of the students prefer saying I forgot something at home, at school, or in the car, the correct way is saying I left my glasses at home, I left my phone at school, or I left something in my car. Now, let's take a quick test. I've made a decision or I've done a decision. Which one is correct? Use make when you create or produce something, and use do for actions like a job or work, especially for activities you repeat often. So the correct option is I've made a decision, Because we kind of produce the decision, right? As a part of vocabulary, prepositions may have a huge influence on your sentences as well. For example, most of you say, I have been in New York and London, which is incorrect because you obviously want to describe the fact that you have traveled to those two cities. That's why you need to use to preposition instead of in. So your sentence must be like, I have been to New York and London. Now look at these two sentences. Which one is correct? I'm sorry to say that you've got a bad mark is the correct option. We use I'm sorry to say that when we must say something that causes sadness. These are fixed phrases and they should be learned as parts of the new vocabulary. You may either Google them, or if you wonder what is the best book for learning collocations, then I can suggest you nothing but English collocations in use. There are advanced and intermediate levels, but I suggest you to start from intermediate level even if you are upper or advanced level students. The next mistake that you guys tend to make is pronoun disagreement. For instance, every girl must complete their tasks. Every refers to each member of a complete group. Hence, this sentence is completely incorrect and it should be like, every girl must complete her task. The same rule applies to each. So tell me please, which of these two sentences is correct? The first option is correct because we use each to refer to individual things in a group. So that's why each of the brother has a different personality is the correct option. So guys, thanks for watching. In this video, we learned that listening and repeating after the speaker helps us to improve our skills. We learned that linking is important for fluency and learned how to use every and each correctly. Work on those mistakes for now. In case if you face some difficulties, you may ask me your questions in the comments section so I can guide you. Next week, I'm going to teach you some new methods to improve your English. So I am going to see you in the next one. Have a nice day. Bye bye.